Disney friends. It's me, Sam from Sam's Disney Diary. Today, it is what's today? Man, now I got a weird
Wednesday,
echo.
20-something? 22nd.
I got me a weird echo this week, Greg, and I'm going to have to fix that in a second. So I'm going to keep talking here.
Yeah, echo's not on my side this week, and I can't hear an echo from you. But you know what, Sam? I have a voice this week and can speak. So welcome, everybody, to the show. Let's start off with what are we talking about this week, Sam? Here we go. We got This Week in the Parks. Hollywood Studios Archway is gone. Walt Disney Presents Imagineering. New showcase in there. It's a beautiful display. We're going to go through all that whole thing. And then I'm going to choke on my own breath as I'm trying to breathe in. Lakeshore Lodge, we're going to talk about Magic Kingdom and Piston Peak. We're going to go over holiday stuff, including Jollywood Nights and the new characters that are going to be there. And a big one was announced. I can't wait to talk about the characters that were announced, Sam. We're going to talk about Remy is going 2D. They are taking a 3D out of Remy and making him 2D. I don't know how you feel about that. I have opinions, man. I always have opinions.
Of course you do.
We are going to do and talk about Disney has released Disney 250. Disney Celebrate America for the 250th anniversary. No, that's 700 years. I'm gonna have to figure out what it is because it's written down. But
I have it written down somewhere. Yes.
Other than that, my friend, welcome in, and we will be right back.
Yeah, so my echo's gone, Greg. That is good. I want to remind everybody it is October the 22nd, 2025. And for those of you listening to the podcast, we apologize. 2 weeks ago, we were out. We were doing different things. And last week, we had technical difficulties that I just experienced, but we fixed them. But we will be right back with so much more. Greg, we're back. Sir, I got a box in the mail. I know you know what this is.
I know exactly what that is because I have one right above my head. If I can pin my camera up, I know exactly.
I know. Don't worry about that. But for those that don't know, it looks like a Tron arcade machine.
It certainly does.
Open this thing up. Yeah. I got the orange ones, Greg. And anyone that knows me knows why they're orange. But these are the Adidas Tron with the
Are you saying orange? That's red. It is orange. Straight up candy apple red.
No, it's not.
It's not. Candy apple red.
No.
It's red. It's red.
It's red because you got red lights all around you, dude.
Semi-quincentennial, Sam. That's what it's called.
That's the word of the day.
Not from up where it's septuacentennial.
I don't remember that, but let's move. Dude, we got so much to cover tonight.
Wait, and speaking of that, wait. Okay. Breaking news. Apparently there's a report of the police, the Zootopia police have evicted Russell and Doug from the Wilderness Clubhouse They have officially been evicted.
The Wilderness Clubhouse, i.e. the old Fast Pass distribution location in front of the Bug.
We're Russell and Doug. They got no
home to Judy and Nick? Is that where they're going?
That is the new home to Judy and Nick, yeah.
So where's Russell and Doug going to go?
They are on the other side of the Tree of Life, and they have, because of this, you know how the dominoes fall at Disney.
Yes, exactly.
Pocahontas has been removed from her land and pushed to the front of the park.
So hold on a minute. So I would think Russell and Doug would be by the bird show, because aren't they in the bird show these days?
Yes, they are, and you would think that, but no, they're actually by the exit of where Zootopia Better Zootopia is going to begin. Okay. Or when you exit Better Zootopia, they're by that exit. So they're by the monkeys that are over there. What are those little monkey guys? Little lemurs?
Yeah. Hello, Lily. Hello, Scott. Hello, Bruce. We're going to get to some of your comments there, because absolutely right regarding.
Greg's got a mic this week and not hearing back and echoing. He's got lots to say about weird stuff. I'm going to be interrupting Sam all night. Poor guy.
I missed that last week. I didn't know what to do. And by the way, if you're listening to the podcast, sorry we didn't post it last week. It was that bad. But anyway, this week in the parks, Greg, this is an image that you took from the construction walls at Hollywood Studios that are announcing that there's more magic coming in studios. Of course, this is the animation.
Looks great, doesn't it? It looks fabulous.
It looks fabulous, but
and then you pull back.
You got to break some eggs if you're going to make an omelet. That's how the saying goes, right? So this wonderful, iconic, which by the way, this artwork that is around here was phenomenal. In fact, it was one of the last references to MGM.
Guarantee you that is saved somewhere.
I hope that is in the archives, because if you step back, like Greg said, and take another picture, it is gone, my friends. It is completely gone. Only thing you can see over those walls
I can tell you that is jarring. Walking into that park and not seeing that. It's for progress, right? This is going to be an amazing land. The Archway had no reason to be there anymore. It was kind of out of place. There's reasons it has to go. But it's jarring. One day you're at the park and you think everything looks how it looks. And then you walk in and you're like, it's not here, Sam. It's just gonzo.
It's amazing to see how quickly those things have happened. But we know that what you're looking at straight ahead, it still has the Star Wars kind of vibe to it from Launch Bay. But that will be going away. And it's fine. It's going to look again like it did originally with the Sorcerer's Hat back there. This is the new animation courtyard with some green space in the center. We'll talk about what's going on here.
Speaking of that, Lily just brought up a great point, and I'm gonna hopefully bring this up on my phone real quick. And I wish Holly were around, because she actually can give me the real version. But if I go into look, I'm going to show you my phone. If I go into my last images on my phone, let's see if I can get it. Oh, it's not going to show it. I'll pull it up to larger size. Maybe you can. It's the Archway. Me in front of the Archway.
Very cool.
And those were the last images I ever got. And they're the last images on the photo pass I have of me in front of the Archway.
That's super cool. Mine are still Muppet Vision 3D. So there you go. That's how long I've been here. That's exactly right. The arch was there, and now it's not.
Holly and I went over on Saturday morning, and because we knew it was happening, and we walked in, and it was still just, wow, it is gone. But when things disappear, other things are coming.
That's exactly right. And speaking of other things coming, you set that segue up perfectly there, Greg. Inside of One Man
Podcasting.
Now, you and I have seen some models of what's coming to Disney World. They've been at the Ultimate Disney Fan Event, D23, which is in Anaheim for 2024. Some of those models, or you might correct me and say all of those models, because I haven't seen this, these models have now shown up inside of One Man's Dream. So we have some, let's just go through them. Start with Monstropolis.
These models were not there where we saw them in D23. These are absolutely. I don't know where these come. I mean, look, these were probably used for other things around the park.
Those could be from the movie, for all I know. The marquettes there, but what I liked and I wanted to talk about. Let me ask you this, Greg: was there the model of the attraction itself that we saw at the Ultimate Fan Expo?
Nope, you're seeing exactly what we saw.
Okay, which is the concept art. Some of those things. Although I want to go back a second because there's a sliding board in this concept art over here. Is that new or has that always been there?
That was part of the last round of drops they made, and
Okay.
we did discuss it on one of these shows.
All right, I know that we talked about it.
I think I was the one who was like, I want to go down that slide, and you were like, oh well, look, it's a whole area for kids, and
that's awesome. I'm glad. One thing I want to point out, because this has gone back and forth. I see some people say, "Oh, Monsters Inc. land is coming," but this to me. This plaque is confirmation that we are getting Monstropolis added to Disney's Hollywood Studios, because after years spent scaring us, monsters are finally welcoming humans into Monstropolis, the all-new land inspired by Monsters, Inc.
Yeah, welcome to Monstropolis. I love that. Yeah, look, since I first wrote about it, I've called it. I alluded to, hey, it's probably going to be called Monstropolis. It could be called whatever, and they could have changed it. We got lucky. I did a great deep dive on Harryhausen and why the name Harryhausen is in Monsters Inc. and what
it was a great article.
Really means.
A great article.
And it's getting clicks now because people are really interested in reading about Monstropolis, and the new sushi restaurant will be called Harryhausen. So if you want to learn more about that, go to Fantasyland News and just search for Harry.
It's Harryhausen from the movie, but Harryhausen's from the movie is a tribute to somebody else, and that's the whole circle of things that you're talking about.
The circle of life, is a Lion King once said.
Absolutely is. Bruce, you're right. Will this make it to Disneyland soon? What's going to happen for Superstar Limo, which turned into Mike and Sally to the Rescue, which we know is going away, and that's where Avatar Land is going.
Yeah, welcome to Avatar Way of Waterland.
That's what's going in. And we've Greg and I did a deep dive into this and what's going to happen to the monorail and where it's going to be. But Monstropolis is disappearing from Disneyland. That will be in Walt Disney World. We are getting a second Avatar Land in Disneyland.
More blue people. We need more blue people. I need more Sigourney Weaver. I need more Rosario Dawson or whoever's in there.
The Mandalorian and Grogu. There's your Sigourney Weaver. Anyway. Yeah. I'm going to keep moving here because let's move on to the next piece, which is Tropical America's model. This, of course, is in Animal Kingdom. This will ultimately replace Dino Land. It includes the retheming of Dinosaur. Last week in our show that was audio difficulties, we talked about the fact that 2 restaurants have closed permanently there in Animal Kingdom. And that's already done because that happened a few days ago. That was Dino Bites and
Trilobites.
The Trilobites. Thank you. Those have closed completely. And in fact, when we look at some of this concept art, we can see sort of the location where a couple of those things were. We're looking down on the brand new Tropical Americas. The only things you can make out here are the building in the top back. This is Indiana Jones, which is the retheme of Dinosaur. So clearly they're not moving that building. And also the kitchen isn't moving. So what was that, the A-Team?
It started off as Indiana Jones and ended as the A-Team. I don't know why.
So Jude, come on.
I
love it when a plane comes together.
I cannot do Indiana Jones. I'm doing the A-Team. The A-Team is coming to Disneyland or to Disney World. They're taking over Indiana Jones afterwards.
No, that's not true.
You get to go into the van, and B.A. Baracus is going to be the driver. Hannibal will be there.
Hannibal Lecter. No, come on. Let's go. Keep moving. This is the restaurant here. There was Restaurantosaurus, of course, will be a new restaurant. We don't know the name or theming. We also know that in the top corner here, we see the Encanto house. The Encanto house, of course, is the facade. Thank you. That's the facade, right? And we've talked about this before on the show. That's more of a facade, like the Haunted Mansion is a facade, and your entrance is going to be on the side into this huge show building that's behind it. And if I move to your next picture, Greg, this show building is absolutely huge that we see here.
Massive. It is double the size of Haunted Mansion.
Yeah, absolutely. Next up, more images. This is how what we're looking at right now is the I don't call it the gateway into tropical Americas, the front door, the where you walk into your new land, which currently today used to be the Dino Land with the playground and the big dinosaur, completely changing 100%. And this was Triobites right here, isn't it?
That appears to be what it was. No,
yeah,
Dinobites. That would have been Dinobites.
Okay, so that's pretty cool. That it's like right there, but it's not what we think it is.
I'm really excited for the Disney Animal Carousel. That'll be right to your left-hand side.
Yes, if I go back a couple of
that is
magical. That is
yeah,
just right
that's what I'm excited for. I don't care about Indiana Jones coming here. Like, and I'm an Indiana Jones fan. Seeing the Magical Family and Encanto coming to the park is, that movie is just blockbuster movie. So of course it's going to be coming here. And I guarantee you by the time it opens, they will have announced Encanto 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Very good. Very good. What I like about that is it's roughly in the place where Triceratops Spin was, but of course it's not. The land is completely redone. We'll get to that in just a minute. If we keep moving on, there is the house. What you call it?
Magical.
Thank you, Casa Magical, and some concept art which shows us the revised dinosaur as the Aztec pyramid of sorts. We got some concept art inside the Encanto ride, the house up on the hill, which looks really cool. There's your carousel that you were talking about, Greg, and of course the Indiana Jones ride.
Yeah. We will have the Walt Disney animatronic here on Carousel of Progress, and then we'll be able to see how that update happened here. Like, I haven't been out to Disneyland yet to go see that. We are going out. I know, Sam, you may be going out. I may be going out. Either way, we're both going to be out there next year for D23. But
absolutely. But I want to see it before then. I don't want to wait.
Yeah, I want to see it before then. I need to see that animatronic. But I'm interested in what they're going to be bringing here on some of these, because I know the Indiana Jones ride has a few of the animatronics on it out in California.
Yes, absolutely it does.
So we'll see what they do here.
Those animatronics compared to Walt, and you're referring to the comment that Bruce put out there where the Walt animatronic in Disneyland seems to be off just a little bit, and time will tell. I have not seen it in person, but I can say that anytime you watch an animatronic on a video versus seeing it in person, it does look a little bit off because it's designed for the person there, not for the camera. I can't wait to see it myself and see if that is the case. And we're going to get it in the Carousel of Progress.
Are we getting a Mr. T animatronic in the park?
Bad attitude, baby. Bad attitude. Yeah. Let's head on to Cars Land. I was hoping, dude, I want to see a model of Piston Peak, which is coming to Magic Kingdom. The one thing I took from the images that you got were it's clear that this is Magic Kingdom Frontierland Piston Peak. I'm so happy that Frontierland did not leave the naming
yet. I mean, yeah, it's great.
Well, but that's
no, it's going to be, and they've been very adamant it's going to remain Frontierland. It's a different type of Frontierland, right? It's not it's not my Frontierland, which I grew up with. This is these kids love cars and want to see these vehicles, and I'm interested to see if this is Test Track 2.0 or 4.0 or 5.0, whatever it is.
I don't know.
Or how they're doing this. I'm really interested in where the Disney Imagineering is going with this one.
Absolutely.
But it is definitely Frontierland, Piston Peak in Frontierland.
Yes, and that's
do we count this as another mountain? Is Piston Peak a mountain?
I don't know, because that brings up so many questions, because is Tron a mountain? There's so many.
No, Tron's a dome.
So I'm gonna say no. Big Thunder Space Splash, is Tiana a mountain?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I mean, it's a peak.
Those were the mountains.
Right? You use mountain peak, right? What else do you use the word peak for when you're dealing with something like this?
Yeah, I understand. It's a good question though, because historically the mountain range was Space Splash and Big Thunder, and now you can't say that. We got other things here,
right? I mean, you got a lot of other mountains.
Is Seven Dwarfs Mine Train a mountain? I don't know.
It's a mine.
It's a mine. It's a train through a mine.
In a mine. In a mine.
Let's head to look, Greg. You know that I love snooping on bioreconstruct on X. This is the person who remains nameless because nobody knows who he is. Some people do. Who gets us the aerial footage of construction and updates both at Universal and at Florida. I wanted to show a couple of these images. I just think they're so cool, and I think that those of you out there watching might think they're interesting. This is an image of Bay Lake. We're looking at the Grand Floridian and then the Contemporary Resort. And of course, just beyond the Contemporary Resort is Main Street USA. You can see it moving off the screen. But I want to talk about this construction right here in the middle where River Country was at one point in time. This is the new Disney Lake Shore Lodge at Fort Wilderness. It looks awesome. There are some other images looking down. It looks a lot like Animal Kingdom Lodge. It's kind of cool because this is Discovery Island over here in the corner. But that looks pretty cool. And Greg, I'm looking straight down at it. I'm seeing sort of a U shape here, which could this possibly be a lazy river that's being built in here, along with, here's the swimming pool and the zero entranceway. And I can't wait to see this thing. Looks so cool.
Yeah, you can see the outline of the new boat dock, though.
I'm sure. Is it going to be a new one, a moved one? It's going to share a dock with the Wilderness.
Oh, no, it's not going to share a boat dock. They're going to.
You don't think?
No, you can see them building it right now. Yeah, I mean, look, when Disney announces more about this, we'll know more. Right now, they have been very, very quiet for some odd reason about this whole thing. So,
well, I wonder. Exactly
so, and here's the thing: like they picked up so quick on this, and they're getting the construction done. We watched the construction on the new Polynesian Tower, right?
Yep.
And
yep.
Now, if you look at this, less than a year away from it opening. So what do you think? Do you think it's going to be open by the time the 55th anniversary of the park comes around?
I'm sure that's part of what they want to have happen.
Yeah, I can't wait for that announcement. Forget the 250th anniversary, semi-quincentennial. Give me the 55th.
Here's what my thoughts are, and I'll tell you why we have not heard anything about this. This falls right into what Disney has always done with DVC properties, which is they're not going to announce a new DVC property until they see the end in sight of selling units in the existing property.
Yeah, so I don't know if this, I think this is going to turn into just like Animal Kingdom Lodge, where you have a DVC part and you have a actual resort part. I think this is going to be dual.
I think that would be the right way to do it. And it
just they're
adds
charge
another resort.
$700 a night because it's close to Magic Kingdom.
Absolutely. Just like they would for Poly or for Grand Flow. I get that. Yeah. So they're going to make sure the amenities are good. All right.
It'll be more Wilderness Lodge. Let's be real. It'll be more Wilderness Lodge, probably a step up from that. So you're looking at $350 to $500. I don't want to exaggerate $700. That's Grand Floridian.
I will put a star next to this conversation and come back to it after they give us some pricing, if indeed there are some regular rooms here.
Yeah. Somebody around here is not on the good side of Disney's signature.
Let's head over to Animal Kingdom, because backstage at Animal Kingdom, I'm just going to keep talking. Great.
You do that.
That's what Holly is probably telling me that I should be doing. This is backstage at Animal Kingdom. This was Dino Land, is what we're looking at here. And this is the foundation. This was Dino Land. This is the foundation. This is the footer for the Encanto show building. We have a couple of angles of it, but there's a lot of dirt that's being moved and a lot of things happening, and that's what we expect. But we also see, which we can see from the walls, the construction crane is there and it's moving things around. We're starting to go vertical. Kind of
vertical is a great place to be for this. I cannot wait. Like, look, I mean, you're gonna say 2027.
That's what Disney has said, right? 27.
I don't think they've given a date on any of this, to be quite honest. And I think they're smart not to give real dates right now. Because look, everything's moving really fast right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, we had to deal with COVID and then things after that, and everything felt slow. now it feels like we are sped up and we are getting stuff done as fast as possible. So I don't want to say it might open earlier than that, but these are moving fast.
Things are moving extremely fast.
And Animal Kingdom needs it to open.
Yes, it does. In addition to Zootopia, we'll get to that later. Let's jump over to Magic Kingdom and the rivers. Well, no, the what was the Rivers of America is
Piston Peak. It is now officially called Piston Peak. All of Tom Sawyer, all of the rivers, it's all gone. Just let it go. It is Piston Peak, my friends. We are calling it Piston Peak.
It is Piston Peak. It's kind of cool because, Big Thunder Mountain is still down. And because of that, they can do some things here. And they're getting really close with construction vehicles and getting dirt out of here, getting things out of here. In fact, from some of these images, it's kind of amazing to see where we are. I mean, look at the island is basically gone. I got a couple of side-by-side images to see what happened in the course of a week. From October the 12th here on the left-hand side, where we see Aunt Polly's is still there. Some of the windmill is still there, to a photo from a week later on October the 18th. It is gone, my friend. Aunt Polly's is gone. The windmill is gone. The bunkers are gone. The houses that were on this island are gone. Same holds true from a different angle. Just things are gone. But one of the things I love to look at, there's one of the caves. You can see an entranceway into that cave. I think that is so cool. But at the same time, it's so like, that stinks. But things are moving along, like you said. Before you know it, this is going to be completely leveled, and we're going to see footers and foundations poured for Piston Peak, and maybe get some more information about Villains Land. Was there anything in One Man's Dream about Villains Land, Greg? Anything at all?
Not a thing.
Got it. So that's, if we're talking,
did what in that peak? Sorry,
that
was my meter.
He did what in the cup? He did what in the cup?
He did what in that peak?
Let's all right, let's go to some hotels, because I thought this was an interesting image. This is the Grand Floridian, and what is happening right now is, if I trace my mouse along, this is Florida Way. Is that what this is called?
That is.
Florida Way is the road that they are going to be moving to come to a new location, which ultimately gives them more room for the Grand Floridian to do whatever they want. A big circle here, which will be the traffic flow, which will take you into the Grand Floridian. But look at all the expansion property that's going to open up for these guys here at the Grand Floridian.
There's a lot of land for resorts.
There is, and when you look at it from zoomed out a little more, the Magic Kingdom parking garage, or the Magic Kingdom parking lot, the Polynesian, the Grand Floridian, and then you see how they're going to move this road and just open up a ton
almost
of space.
Like you could put in a luxury tower right next to the Grand Floridian, closer to the Magic Kingdom than anybody has ever been before.
I absolutely agree with you there, Greg. And when you look through that, this is shades of green over this direction. Am I right, or am I wrong?
No, shades of green.
I don't think so.
No, it's by the golf course.
It's up here. It's up here. Okay, all right. I got mixed up on where I am, but that
was the Magic Kingdom down there.
Look, this is your next expansion space for
welcome to the Grand Floridian Tower.
Or is it going to be another resort? Or is it just another tower in the Grand Flow? You're absolutely right. This is preparation for something to happen in all of this space.
Yep.
And I'm good with it. All right, head over. More pictures from above. Head over to Hollywood Studios. You've been watching this for a long time. These are construction walls around, there's the cooties, by the way, around Toy Story Land, right where it transfers into Galaxy's Edge. What do we know about?
By the way, that building is now up.
The building is up. Okay, so what is this near the restroom?
Popcorn stand.
I wonder if they're going to have any buckets, Greg.
I don't know, man. I mean, it is the. If only we knew a site.
If only we knew a website with popcorn buckets, fantasylandnews.com. But anyway, any idea what's coming on the Galaxy's Edge side of this? Because it looks like they did some clearing over here.
Space popcorn buckets. No, I don't know.
Is this seating? Is it? I don't
know. Look, where are they cutting into Galaxy's Edge by going into that area? I don't know. they need to add a little bit more area for seating and stuff like that. Could that be? We don't know. And yeah, I mean, look, I have not looked over the walls. I don't know.
Well, this is our first view of the wall. I just thought maybe you heard, because we know there's a popcorn stand versus a cart, right? This is a stand.
Oh, it's a stand. It's going to be considered a snack stand, but it's got giant popcorn all over the side, like a giant kernel.
I mean, you're in Andy's
Toy
backyard,
Story
so he
land.
drops them. I get it.
Giant also, pieces of popcorn.
Look, this is relief for Andy's lunchbox, which always has a line. Even mobile order is long sometimes.
Right.
I think this allows.
I don't know. Do they turn that more? Do they? Because there was that cutoff. Like you could see the Connects fence, the toy fences, and then you would go across that little walkway, and
the walkway was your transition.
Wars Galaxy's Edge. So I don't know what they're going to fully do with that. But there's land, and they're utilizing it.
Let's head over to the other side of Hollywood Studios and the construction that we started the show with. This is looking into the animation courtyard where that archway was. But more importantly, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 dumpsters just loading things up. They are taking everything out of back here. My goodness, dude.
That is a lot of stuff that they are removing. But I mean, look.
Yeah, your audio slowed down there for a second, but it caught back up. That's what Bruce is.
Oh, my audio?
Thanks for that. Oh. Yeah, it just for a second and then it's back. You're all good.
That's probably because I'm Wi-Fi tonight.
Maybe.
Well, all right.
Lots happening back there. The question that I have for you, Greg, from these images is, how in the world are they keeping the Little Mermaid open when everything else in this area is closed? Look at the people trying to get into the Little Mermaid musical adventure.
It's let's say this politely. It's a point of contention with guests right now. It's going to be what it is. On busy days, that is going to be a crowded area. That show is well received. People love that show. The shop is back there. You have some people exiting and going right back in there. It is a choke point right now. I don't think those walls are going to be there forever. I think they're going to clear it up. They've added another rampway up and down. They've added more stairs. They're trying to do what they can to alleviate, but it's an end point where they have a very attraction people love.
Yes, and I see, right? So those of you watching, I'm sure know that the entranceway is towards the top of this image, and the exit brings you out to the gift shop and right back smack into this wall, so that you need to get through the line of people trying to get in there to get out of there. And that's the only way in and out, right?
That is the only way in and out.
Okay, so I have another question for you then, because I see the wall ends before the old
that's cast member entrance.
Okay. Well, then that tells me that One Man's Dream is not exiting back near the restroom, which means this restroom is not available either.
Correct.
Okay, and that's the restroom that was in the studio store in Launch Bay, on the side of Launch Bay, right when you came out of One Man's Dream.
Yes.
Okay. Changes things. Be ready for all that. It's quite the image of what's happening there for sure. I just wonder where the stuff in. Maybe it is the archway is what's inside.
No, because they only had 2 of those after the archway came down.
Okay, so
yeah, I don't know where that's coming from, but that's a lot of stuff that is gone.
I'm looking at this crane that's sort of to the side, right where Brown Derby is, and I'm wondering what it is bringing out of there, or if this is basically the stage. And this could be everything from Playhouse Disney, right? Whatever that was, it could be the entire inside of that thing ripped out.
Bring us Bluey.
Bring us seats. How about that?
No, you need to open in there. Bring us Bluey, and I want to dance with Bluey. I don't want seats in my way.
No.
I want to dance with Bluey.
No, that's the wrong thing. Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. All right, let's head down to Disney Springs, some other park news.
You're almost as good as I am with Indiana Jones and the
I know that. I'm trying to do Bluey, and that's Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. What can I say? It was close though.
See, and if I did it, it would turn into something completely different.
Yeah, it turned into the A-Team. Disney Springs Christmas Tree Stroll is back this year with Greg. New effects and animations.
What? I'm sorry.
Louis.
I'm lost.
Christmas Tree Stroll has some new Magic Band Plus effects.
That's what it appears like. Like we have, it looks like, so last year they added a new window where your Magic Band would work.
A window in World of Disney, yes.
They had 2 or 3. They had the Haunted Mansion tree that would light up with your Magic Band. They had an annual pass holder tree. Those are all returning this year. There's a Nightmare Before Christmas tree that's going to work with your Magic Band. So it looks like they're expanding the Magic Band to interact with the Christmas tree stroll across the whole way. The best one, if you would see, it was last year, was the Treasure was the newest cruise ship, correct?
Yes, it was the Treasure.
And you could wave your Magic Band and it would play the horn sounds that you would hear out at sea. So you could hear When You Wish Upon a Star. You could hear the boat greetings between the embarkation and de-embarkation horns.
Sure. Yep.
Really cool. But it's not limited to only Magic Band. Like you can walk around Disney Springs and see all of these trees and do the Christmas tree stroll, and you don't need a Magic Band. Just like going to see Santa Claus over there, there's going to be so much. There is a tree lighting. I don't know what day it is yet, but there's going to be some special stuff. They have Santa Claus is going to be there. They're going to have the Snope is going to be around. They're going to have a party at nighttime with DJs.
Where's the Snope at Springs?
By the main tree.
The main tree is the one
which is in between Orange and Lime. It is
in between the parking garage
where the bus parking is.
Okay, which is I know exactly what you mean. It's the biggest one.
Drop off. It is the largest one in the center of all of Disney Springs.
Yeah, very
cool. By guest services. Right. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot going on. Disney Springs is going to be great this year. Not including, like, you still have Jock Lindsay's that's going to be decorated and doing Christmas stuff. World of Disney is going to have everything up. It's going to be, I love Disney Springs at that time of year. I love going in at 9, 10 a.m. in the morning when it's empty and being able to explore the whole thing.
Yeah, and I'm sure that the Christmas tree stroll scavenger hunt thing, there will be some results of that immediately as soon as it goes up, which probably isn't far into November. I think they turn that pretty quickly.
They put that up, but I think it's before November 11th.
Yeah, the Halloween comes down, Christmas tree stroll goes up. That's how it works.
Yep. Yeah. Speaking
of Christmas, we got some merch for the Very Merry Christmas Party 2025 version. Of course, there are lounge flies and ornaments and coffee mugs and picture frames and spirit jerseys. So there's your logo and your design for 2025.
I need that Chippendale.
Top
right.
The Chippendale ornament. Is that, dude, as much as I don't want to think it, that looks like Ollie behind Chippendale. 2 Ollies.
It looks like the gingerbread men at Disney World. I don't know why we don't get. We need Ollie. I will still.
Ollie is the mascot for Jollywood Nights.
We need Ollie. I need to meet and greet. And we're going to talk about the characters in a second. So I'm going to hold.
We are.
So I'm going to.
Well, it's coming up very, very soon. So let's jump over to Epcot. We got some news that a visual update is coming to Remy's Ratatouille adventure, following suit with what happened in Paris recently. Greg, give me the details on what they're going to do.
Yeah, it's going 2D.
They are,
so they are literally taking the ride and they're going to shut it down for 2 days. They're going to imagine the inside for it's all the visuals are going to turn into 2D visuals instead of being 3D and needing the glasses.
You got it. So I'm going to read what Disney posted. They didn't do a press release on this one. It just kind of showed up in the Walt Disney World website where Remy's Ratatouille Adventure had a note. And that note was Remy's Ratatouille Adventure will experience a short downtime from November the 10th to the 13th and will return with enhanced digital visuals and clearer imagery projected in 2D. Remy fans will spot new props and lighting enhancements when they're added to the queue and attraction over the next few months. So what that means is, number one, I am absolutely glad that this is happening. This attraction makes a lot of people woozy or sick when they ride it with 3D glasses and you're in a moving vehicle that moves you all around. It's too much. And I know the Imagineers, it's the scale. You don't need the 3D glasses for this attraction for what it does. There's only a couple places that make sense, and you can change it with a sharper 2D image and some lighting effects. Greg, I think this is a great move.
I would like to take the opposite side of things and say this move is not the greatest move in the world. I think they should have kept the 3D. Look, there is so many rides already in Disney that are 2D. They're like every ride is 2D. It's okay to do one ride that is 3D. And Remy's, I think you're going to go into certain aspects of it and is not going to maintain its same feel or look. And I do get the perspective thing that they're talking about. Whether that holds true or not, I don't know. I haven't done it in 2D. But I also understand that people like my wife who do get sick or you get sick on it.
Mine and my wife and others that I know. It's just
I don't know. I think there's room for everything here. I don't know.
I get it. Disney would not.
I'm not an Imagineer. I don't own Disney. So
I do not think the Imagineers are happy with this decision because I've seen some things posted by some ex-Imagineers.
Yeah. Right.
I also think that this is a result of guest relations getting feedback that ride made me sick and I didn't feel good the rest of the day. It's kind of like
that's that vocal minority.
Well, I maybe it is, but I don't think it needed it. Look, I will take 3D all day long if I'm sitting in a theater and I'm not moving around. When that thing starts moving and jostling you around, and that's when I got the problems. Now, here's the interesting part of this. They did it in Paris first. And now they're bringing it to Epcot, which is really cool.
I think they saw it worked out there. And I think that's what sold it to the new top brass around here. I think the Imagineering saw how well it was done at Paris. It was very, very well received out there. So why not make it this way across all of the rides?
Now, I will also say, think about the logistics of what Disney just did. They don't need to supply everybody with glasses. They don't have to wash them. They don't need the people that are dealing with 3D glasses and that entire thing that happens. And instead, they can take that area and turn it into more queue, which is what they're going to do. And that's the new props that they're talking about.
Yeah, they're trying to get people from outside to inside.
Yeah, that should help with that. And I agree with Holly. Greg, just be quiet. It makes me sick.
Yeah. I don't know.
I'm with you.
I don't think everybody has to be. Yeah, but moving on
to Spaceship Earth. It reopened early. This was down for standard maintenance. Nothing changed. Greg, you broke this story that it reopened early. You wrote it early. Anything change?
Small details. Nothing changed. Not one thing has changed. There has been fixing. Oh, look, they refurbished it. They're like. Sure. The boat now rocks where it hasn't moved in 5 years.
The Phoenicians. Love it.
Like, so there's little details that are working again that just look at the Spaceship Earth signs that we're looking at in that image, right? They have LEDs and lights that light up. They have not worked in 5 years also. They are now fully operational again.
Love it.
So it's cool. It's clean. It runs fine. It needs an overhaul, but for now, what they did was they fixed everything and it all feels newish.
Well, dude, we had an overall scheduled and COVID canceled it. So we'll see what happens. I mean,
we'll see what's next. It happens.
We'll see what's next.
Yeah.
All right. Let's move on to some Jollywood Night updates. Yes. Number one, the first day is sold out. Sold out. More will as well. Greg, we got some updates on characters coming to Jollywood Nights. And some I don't think have ever been in Disney World before. So let's talk about the two big ones, then you give me the others.
Sure. I mean, look, the big one, so at Disney World, Partysaurus Rex is going to be joining the party in Toy Story Land.
Straight from Typhoon Lagoon. Yeah, love it.
Straight, yeah. He has been at Disney World before, so there's nothing that big about that. The main one, my friend, was the announcement that Bing Bong from Inside Out is coming here from Disneyland and will be meeting and greeting guests on Grand Avenue, probably across from where the Muppets were. Bing Bong has never been here. Sam, I left you one day at Disneyland and was I need to go meet Bing Bong.
And you did.
For 40 minutes. I was the only person in the lobby And me and Bing Bong hung out for 5 or 10 minutes, and I had tears in my eyes like a grown man who weeps. It was so cool. Like,
Bing Bong's awesome. Love him.
Bing Bong is awesome. I love Pixar. I love Inside Out. Inside Out 2 is very, very well done. So being able to see Bing Bong and his backstory, but it's just a cool addition because, look, you already have some of the best character meet and greets at Jollywood Nights. And I can talk about Jollywood Nights all night because it is my favorite party that Disney does every year.
Any other new? So they announced the characters that would be there, and these.
So here's the. I mean, you're going to get your Phineas and Ferb, your Max from Powerline, Chip and Dale's there. Stitch as Santa is going to be there. Baloo, King Louie, Mike Wazowski, Edna Mode. The big difference is now, which means
one more time. We lost you for just a
second. So Santa Duffy is meeting in Walt Disney Presents now.
What?
And the important thing about that is that means that him and Santa Claus would meet over at what is it? It's a Wonderful Shop in the Muppet Courtyard. Well, now they are. It looks like Santa and Santa Duffy are going to move over to Walt Disney Presents because Ariel is being moved out of her area.
Oh, okay.
So it all ties in together.
Yes, it does. When one, like you said earlier, when one domino falls, others need to. Is the Santa Claus and Santa Duffy only during Jollywood Nights, or is this
okay? So Santa Claus has not been officially announced, but you know how things work at Disney. So Santa Claus will be during the day, and he will stop at 7 o'clock on party or before party nights. He'll stop at like 5, and on non-party nights, he'll stop at 8 p.m. On party nights, it is only Santa Duffy.
Okay. So Santa Duffy for the party and Santa Claus otherwise. Very cool.
Yeah. So, I mean, and then you have your What's This is back. The Hollywood Glamour. Glisten is back. Jazzy Holidays is back this year. Jingle Bell, Jingle Bam is back this year. I mean, it's so much they have going on. And I'm happy, man. Look, I get to hug on Lotso Bear. But now I can also hug on Bing Bong. I'm a happy Jollywood Nights goer.
I expect that Jingle Bell Jingle Bam is the same, even though we're getting a new Prep and Landing this year, right? We're getting a new Prep and Landing though, but
we are getting new Prep and Landing, but not part of this, I would imagine.
All right, let's jump to some more news because we learned that Disney 250 celebrates America. This is a press release that dropped with some really cool information in it, but this is a celebration of America's
semi-quincentennial.
Yes, which is 250. Bicentennial was so much easier, and it's crazy that I remember that, but that's a whole nother story. Just showing age at this point. It starts on Veterans Day this year, November the 11th, and this celebration is going to go all the way up through the 4th of July, 2026, which is America's 250th birthday. And one of the big things that's part of that, Greg, is Soarin Across America is a limited time run. I can't wait to see this. I have thoughts.
I hope you have thoughts because I don't want to have thoughts. I'm happy to see it. I can't wait to see it. It'll be amazing. I want the scents. I want all that stuff that comes along with the ride. It looks like it's going to be amazing. The other thing I want to announce as part of all this is it's going to be and then we'll go back to the Soarin' over America.
Yes, go ahead. What do we got?
We're going to have a 24-hour broadcast across all the Disney channels, ABC, ESPN. They're all just going to take some time to do some stuff. It's going to all culminate with fireworks from Walt Disney World and from Disneyland for the Celebrate America. Disney celebrates America 250. Plus, Disney they are also donating an extra $2.5 million to Blue Star families. And they're going to start Blue Star Books event brings military families together through the joy of reading and play. So it's very important that when we mention the 250th, it's really cool that Disney is taking the time to work with the military and the veterans and the military members who work for Disney themselves.
I think it's amazing, right? From Veterans Day to the 4th of July, thanks to all that have served.
Yeah.
That's awesome. If you
right. So, I mean, you're going to have Veterans Month in there. You're going to have Veterans Day. You're going to have all the other holidays, including July 4th. And now
you'll get Memorial Day in there too.
Give me your thoughts on Soarin' Across America.
So I was extremely happy when I saw the imagery of the helicopter that recorded some of this footage. Disney, please do not give us CGI garbage over top of America's frontier. I want the Statue of Liberty. I want the Arch. I want the Golden Gate Bridge. I want all of these monuments, the National Mall. We do not need CGI elephants or CGI Taj Mahals, which make the entire thing look ridiculous. Greg, I always compare the scene in the existing Soarin' where the canoe riders are paddling the canoe to the island. They look like Madden audience because they're all doing the exact same thing, just with different color shirts. Give me real stuff like the original Soarin' over California when it was all original. The skier that was jumping was real. All of the stuff that was going on, the golf, all of that was real. Don't CGI it. Please don't. Off my soapbox.
You good?
I'm good. I feel better. Thank you.
Yeah. You don't want my thoughts, so we're going to move on.
We'll move on. Maybe I'll get your thoughts later. Let's move on to something else. Dude, there are so many things. We'll talk later. Look, I want the real Liberty Hall in Philadelphia. Come on.
Independence Hall. Independence Hall, sir.
I need Independence Hall. I need the Mount Rushmore. Just keep going. All right, let's move over to Zootopia, Better Zootopia.
Like the homeless encampment from Kensington.
Zootopia, Better Zootopia merchandise dropped. And we got, I guess it was a reminder that Zootopia is coming on November the 7th. It
certainly is coming soon, man. I know where I'm going to be on Halloween this year.
So let's talk about that for a second, because last week we did, but we were having audio difficulties. How can you see Zootopia, Better Zootopia before November the 7th? Because there are at least three different preview opportunities that I'm aware of.
5, 6, 7. There's a bunch. There's cast member previews. Annual pass holder previews, which are happening on November 5th and 6th. You have to have a park reservation for those days. And then there's going to be 2 queue drops, just like last time. So it's 7 a.m. Virtual queue, 7 a.m. And then 1 p.m. will be virtual queues for November 5th and 6th. DVC will have an opportunity before that. I believe November 3rd is DVC getting a preview.
Yeah, and DVC, you needed to already have a reservation at a resort to get that. So I think that cutoff's already passed, but that's the way it works for DVC usually. If you're in a DVC resort that evening, you can then go to the preview.
Right. So there you go. And then, of course, it opens on November 7th. And it looks like we are going to be having a meet and greet with Judy and Nick right out front at the entrance.
On the 7th, you think that'll premiere early, or that's probably right on?
I think that's coming on the 7th. I think they got it already. I think it's nowadays everything gets dropped exactly how they got. Speaking of Soarin', I'm going to go back to that for a second. So the 250th runs till July 4th, and then they are going to end that, right? Which is awesome. I say August 1st starts the WDW 55th anniversary now.
You may absolutely be correct.
Right.
And yeah, I don't disagree with you at all. That's because yes, that's
my brain.
October.
Sorry, I have ADD today.
No, but that's October of 26 is 55.
Yeah. Right. So
71 to 26 is 55 years. All right.
Zootopia. So anyway, it opens to November 7th. They have new merchandise that came out. They did show pins. There's the party animal pin with our friend the sloth. Oh, I just lost his name. Come on. Friendship is magic. My Little Pony. Pinkie Pie. I don't know. What's his name? Flash 100-yard dash. It'll come to me. And then they showed Gazelle on a special annual pass holder pass, which is awesome. Sure. They have new Loungefly bags. They're going to have new ears, new glow in the dark stuff that is going to be for this. And then there's new characters that we're going to see. Clawhauser may be out. This is going to be really cool. It seems like it's being downplayed a little, but this is going to be really cool to see, because especially later in the month, we get Zootopia 2 hits theaters, and that's going to be one of the biggest Disney animated movies of all time.
If it does as well as Moana 2, it sure as heck will be.
It's going to blow Moana 2 out of the water, because the international market alone is going to be more than Moana 2 made.
Yeah, think about Zootopia. What's in Shanghai? Is that Shanghai or Hong Kong? I'm not.
The Chinese market, the Japanese market, the Pan-Asian market. It's just massive, and then you have the American market, which loved it.
Yeah, absolutely. What a tie-in to open a new attraction right when the new movie's coming out.
Talk about timing.
I think they call it synergy, Greg. It's synergy.
I love that word, synergy.
Let's move on to some interesting development.
The name of the new club downtown. Welcome to Synergy.
I think that was at Pleasure Island. Anyway, drones spotted in California. This was in California, correct?
This was at the Golden Oak Ranch, which is the Disney studio lot in California. It's not the main studio lot. It is the ranch lot where they have 2 outdoor stages and a bunch of other filming areas.
So we don't know why this was happening, but there was a drone show.
I didn't even post the second night of drone shots. They show the Main Street Electrical Parade in shots. They show Cinderella Castle. They show Mickey and a few other major things that were seen over the skies of the ranch.
Interesting. I can't wait to find out what these things are all about. There's been some rumbling in the community. Look, Disneyland and fireworks and the locals have never really gotten along, and there's been some speculating that fireworks may not be a thing at Disneyland for a long time because of drones. So we just have to wait and see what's going to happen.
Yeah.
I hope it comes to Disney World. Come on.
Drones are not allowed in Disneyland, though.
We got to wait and see. Yeah.
Federally. So
I understand.
I'm hoping this is testing for something coming to Cinderella Castle. Who knows?
Would be incredible. I mean,
I'm just throwing out there. It's probably for Disneyland. It could be for a special something. We don't know, but this is something to pay attention to.
Absolutely. I'm going to push us along here because we got other news. The Epcot International Festival of Arts 2026. We have dates January 16 to February 23rd. That feels a little bit longer than normal, but the timing is right because the timing is after Marathon Weekend until February. And then I would expect Flower and Garden Festival to be first weekend March or last of February.
Yeah, this one's quick.
It is. There is some new stuff that they announced, including, maybe you can give me details on it. It's culinary arts, it's visual arts, it's performing arts, and it's card games. What are they doing?
Yeah, and I have reservations about this, and I'm just going to put this out there on Front Street. I hope they're not giving away a card, because you're going to have all the collectors who are going to be out there fighting for these cards, like we've seen in lines at D23, at every major drop. It ruins the moment. So I hope it's just points where you can get pictures with the cards. They'll explain the card game to you. It'd be great if this was in the Odyssey Pavilion and they were like, hey, sit down. We'll teach you how to play Lorcana, the trading card game.
Some virtual scavenger hunt.
I'm cool with that too. We don't know. I just hope that it is not giving away a card at all.
Got it. I understand. That would get out.
And look, the new sets are due out in November.
I did not know.
Yeah. Oh, Whispering Well is what it's called. There's new cards coming out, and then they have new sets coming out in 2026. It's good. I mean, it's fun. Is it like collecting cards like the Topps cards? No, but it's collecting these cards, and they're trying to do more of a Pokemon Magic the Gathering thing where they're trying to make some more valuable than others or more collectible than others. They're learning as they go, and I think they're doing a good job. Disney Lorcana is a lot of fun for people who love playing.
Awesome. Let me keep going here. National Geographic just released its Best of the World 2026 list. The best destinations that celebrate culture, nature, and discovery. Of course, there are destinations in Italy, destinations around Route 66, destinations in Africa, lots of things. Greg, I would be remiss if I did not point out that Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania is one of the cities listed in National Geographic's 2026 25 places to visit. The Roberto Clemente Museum, the Andy Warhol Museum. There were lots of things cited as reasons for it. Head to nationalgeographic.com to see
Good
details.
For Pittsburgh, man.
Blog.
Bring me some Heinz ketchup and some pickles.
We can get pickles at Picklesburg, that's for sure. So anyway, I had to bring that up. When I blogged about it, I also said, the only thing that's missing in Pittsburgh right now? Muppet Vision 3. Come on. Muppet Vision 3D.
A good hockey
Vision
team?
3D. Muppet Vision 3D. We're doing very well right now.
Baseball team?
It's starting. No, that will never happen. We'll see.
Indoor soccer
football game.
I don't know.
Anyway, Muppet Vision 3D, because the Muppets are right. Statler, Wardorf, they should move it to Pittsburgh. Let me move on to another blog that I want everybody to be aware of. And this I posted. There are 2 cool deals happening right now at Sam's Club. Well, not right now, but I want you to be aware of them. One is it ends October the 31st, and it is a $500 Southwest Airlines gift card for $464. That's $10 less than normal. And part of their doorbusters for Black Friday. I just got my pamphlet in the mail with all of their details. They are bringing back the $180 for a $200 Disney gift card. It starts Black Friday doorbusters on November the 6th at 9 p.m. East. These will sell out. It's a great way to save some money for your next Disney vacation. Nice.
Do it. Go.
Or just to have, Greg, for sure. Let's talk a little bit Muppets if we can. Muppet 70. There was one video that I was going to share, but we had some audio difficulties, so we didn't. But this is Brian Henson, who was talking about the latest Jim Henson Company, or the first ever. I'm going to post this in the chat, this link. This is the first ever Jim Henson Company auction. I am going to jump to the live website right now because, Greg, this is something that I know you will absolutely love. This is official props, original props from the Muppets that are on auction, that will be a live auction.
Dude, that is an absolute doozer right there. That is Uncle Traveling Matt. That is Uncle Traveling Matt. I could own Uncle Traveling Matt.
All of the Fraggles. I love some of these obscure, you talk Muppets 30. Look at these, the Flute Bird Muppet.
I want Rumple Fraggle.
You got 3 toe tickler Muppets. Dude, I want the toe ticklers.
That's what they called me in high school.
What are these things right here?
There
are so many cool things. Dude, original Muppet movie posters.
It's the
cards.
Puppets that I'm blown away. The elephant puppets, the toe ticklers.
A baby Kermit.
By the way, those birds were the birds that they did on Saturday Night Live when they were on it in the first season.
That's awesome. Muppet Babies, the 1991 McDonald's Happy Meal collection.
The Dark Crystal stuff is phenomenal. I would that and the Labyrinth stuff. I want Labyrinth and that.
Dark Crystal.
I could take a Fraggle or a Dark Crystal, a Skeksis head.
The Crystal of Truth actual prop from the movie.
Yeah, no, from Age of Resistance.
That's okay, I'm sorry. What do we got here? That's kind of cool.
Yeah, Skeksis
Age of Resistance, some hands.
Yeah. I mean, look. Oh, look at them. Gelflings.
That's some cool stuff.
That's just this is hitting me in all of Sam. Right. If we put the money together, we could buy a small rat in a cage.
Despite all my rage?
Yeah. I knew Billy Corgan would show up.
Let's get back to Muppet Magnets. Last week we talked about lips.
Billy Corgan's new song, Hermits Have No Rights. Hermit Crabs Have No Rights. Whatever his new song is.
Mean Carl is our Muppet for week number 61. Not on my bingo card, but definitely one that needs to be there right along.
Carl.
I mean, he goes next to Bobo and Sweetums. Those are kind of all the same. They're awesome. This leaves us with 9 more, Greg.
Yeah. And by the way, I'm officially out of room on the front of my fridge after the next 4. No. I cannot get the final 5 on the front of my fridge. So you know what that means, Sam? Time to get a new fridge. Favorites.
Yeah. I love it. So of these 9 remaining, we're pretty certain that we're going to get Gonzo, Miss Piggy, and Fozzie. That's 3 of them, which leads 6. I want to see Clifford, Emily Bear, and Jim Henson. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I think the next week is going to be great.
Yes, I hope so. There is, in fact, your purchase of the last 3 that came out.
I have every single one for the last 61 weeks, my friend.
61 weeks. And by the way, there's proof. That's your refrigerator, dude.
That's my fridge, man.
That's it.
Joke. I got the whole thing.
Are they in order there?
I have them absolutely in order. Hold on, let me pull up. I have the newest video. Here it is. Let's see if we can see that. Oh, of course
we see. No, it's the contrast. Oh, there, sideways a little bit.
Hold on. Let me turn down my. All right, let's try that.
Yeah, we see that your refrigerator. Oh, dude, yeah. Where are you gonna put any more?
Yeah, I'm out. I don't know why.
I don't know what to do next.
My screen.
Dude, we got a slight delay there at the beginning, but we got through our sound delays. So much news this week. Greg, you sent me a text early today. We have enough for a show tonight? I'm like, hell yeah, we do. I could talk about Festival of Arts. You could talk about Soarin. There's so much there.
There's a lot going on. There's always a lot going on. And let's not forget all the other news that I do on the entertainment and the popcorn bucket side of things.
Yeah, so the latest popcorn bucket. What's the craze right now?
DeLorean. Well, happy 40th anniversary, especially October 21st, 1985. That is the anniversary of Back to the Future, my friend.
Very good.
We're going back. Marty, get the car. We're going back to the future. I don't know what that accent is, but
I don't know either.
Yeah, so the AMC has finally released that on October 26th. They're going to be releasing the DeLorean popcorn bucket. It was actually already for sale on Fandango. Some theaters already have it out, but yeah, for $45, you can go get a DeLorean popcorn bucket. And it's from the ending of Back to the Future and Back to the Future 2 because it has the Mr. Fusion reactor on the back of the car.
Because where we're going, we don't need gas, Marty.
Yeah, so it's that version of the DeLorean. That's the big one. Predator, Badlands just came out, is coming out. So that we're waiting for the big news of the Zootopia popcorn buckets that have come out.
We got to get the snake. I want their car. That van.
Dude, I want the car would be good. I want Gary the snake. And then Sam,
but Gary the Snake's got to be a sipper cup.
Wicked popcorn buckets, which is massive. Not only the international ones, but the ones releasing at the theaters locally are going to blow the doors off of people. So there you go. There's popcorn buckets of the week.
I love it. I always have to end with.
And there's more. I'm sure we could sit here for another hour just talking about entertainment stuff. But
I know. I think we're good. We don't have time to. But
we don't have time.
We got through a lot of stuff, dude.
Let's get over this. Anyway,
thanks for as always.
Show. Thank you for joining us tonight. You can always get Sam at samsdisneydiary.com, Sam's Disney Daily on Instagram, and hopefully you're watching here on Sam's Disney Diary on YouTube. You can catch me at fantasylandnews.com across all social media. And of course, everywhere I am, I'm there. I am there, Sam. On that note, my friends, end of line.
Congaloosh. We'll see you next week, October the 29th, same time, same channel. We'll talk some Halloween next week. See you then.